to have engaged social networks around you, communities that you've built up, so that you can do this kind of crowdsourcing of information, is really valuable. Hey guys, and welcome back to another business vlog. Thoughts, tips, musings, advice, actionable stuff to put into your business today. So, just had a very interesting meeting with a client. One of the things that we do with any new website client is we sit down with them at the beginning of the process and we involve the whole team that are going to be involved in that project. So there's a designer, there's a digital marketer, there's a developer, there's an account manager, there's a director if necessary. All of those people involved in a room right up front with the client's key stakeholders as well. And that's an awful lot of people who could bill out at a high rate and get that. Sat in a room for probably a good part 3-4 hours, and it's a really valuable part of our process because by investing time up front, it means that a project's less likely to fail later on, and that's through experience of running this business for a very long time. But that's not the reason for this vlog. The reason for this vlog is that something interesting happened in that 3-hour period today, which was this client came in and they're a business that are based on Dartmoor, and we were talking about Dartmoor and inspiration and what that looks like for people, what does it conjure up in people's minds and so on and so forth. And we all sat there and we gave our views. I go take my dog up there very often, so I've got my views of it. Other people around the room had their views. And I suddenly thought to myself, hang on, why don't I just ask my social networks about it? So I put that question out to everybody on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Facebook. And I said, what does Dartmoor mean to you? What memories does it conjure up? What does it mean? And I'm guessing within that hour, maybe after that period, after I'd sent that message out, that we must have had 20 responses, maybe even more. Now, that's going to probably carry on into the evening, and by the time we finish today, I might have as many as 50, I don't know. But that's a lot of interesting kind of consumer feedback that I've got very, very quickly. And it was interesting, we were reading it out to the client as the meeting went on. And it just kind of got me thinking again about a message that I've not talked to you about much recently, which is just about how important your social networks are, to have engaged social networks around you, communities that you've built up, so that you can do this kind of crowdsourcing of information, is really valuable. And that's just one example. I'm sure there are lots and lots of ways that you can think about using those social networks to your advantage, but this just was a really good, interesting way of kind of demonstrating that to you. So the message really is, are you building your networks? Do you work hard on building your following on social? Do you build your networks on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat if necessary, on LinkedIn? Those networks, once you build those networks, the power that sits within them could be immense. So but it doesn't happen overnight. So you've got to get going, guys, as soon as you can. Lesson over. I think that's it today. Hope it's useful. Until then, guys, I'll see you next time.